Hello everyone, I'm Ihara. Today's video was submitted to me by a user. It seems he's working at KVK right now, and seems pretty busy. But he still found some time, and he lent me this account to play with for a bit. What exactly is this new automatic barbarian attack? Because only some kingdoms have the pioneer trial. General kingdoms don't have it. Let's take a look. This thing is next to the barbarian search button. There's an extra button. After clicking the button, you'll see this screen. Automatically attacking barbarians. How do I set up my troops? Actually, this interface is very similar to regular SLG games and Wanlong Awakening. Here it says the minimum remaining troops. This means that after defeating the barbarians, when your remaining troops reach this level, they will automatically return. For example, if you don't want your team to die too quickly, or maybe you want to return after hitting halfway, you can set it to 50%. Then, as soon as your troops reach 50%, they will automatically return. Then you can set the level of the barbarian you want to attack. For example, if you only want to attack level 55, he'll automatically search for level 55 for you. You don't think I need to reach such a high level. You should lower it a bit. Maybe level 41 or 42 would be fine. The average player, they'll want to pick the higher level barbarian. This way, you can earn more honor. So you might set it around 51 to 55. Then you'll want to dispatch troops. You can set this yourself. You can also set the number of attacks. You might want to attack 20 or 30 times. Even if your troops haven't reached 90%, they will automatically return. For example, if I set the minimum to 4, you must set it to 4. Then you can attack up to 100 barbarian troops in a row. If you start regenerating your action, you'll automatically use your action recovery item. Restores the killed barbarians' movement energy. So you should pay attention to this. But he can only hit 100 enemies. How much stamina will this consume? You can watch from this side. Because none of these commanders are good at fighting barbarians. So it will consume a lot of stamina. You can only defeat at least 4. And the troops dispatched here, you can set this up yourself. When a commander in the city is idle, you can dispatch the idle commander to automatically kill barbarians. A unit in automatic kill barbarians will immediately end the automatic kill barbarians. So, if you have set your unit to automatically kill barbarians, and you manually want to barb chain barbarian, or perhaps you have some other options, as soon as you move your troops, it will end immediately. If the player exits the game, jungling will automatically end. So you can't just set it up and then exit the game. That way, it will automatically help me jungling. So you have to keep this game active. Don't turn it off. Also, here you can set whether or not to use your action item, because this uses more stamina. If you want the system to use it automatically for you, then turn this on. But I think it's best not to enable it. What if I accidentally open 1,000? Use 10,000 stamina potions here. That would be a bit of a waste. So, if you don't have anything else to do, it's also best not to activate it. Most players who auto-kill barbarians will let their stamina run out. Now here's the point. How do I get this auto-kill barbarians feature? This isn't a default feature. Instead, you need to purchase a gift pack to get it. So, do I have to pay extra for the gift pack? Okay, let's say you've purchased a monthly membership card. Actually, this feature is already included in the monthly membership card. It's not just a new item slot that you have to buy. Rather, it's already included. Automatic kill barbarians farming. But your city level must be 7 or higher. Automatic help and in-chat translation. The above special permissions. Look, it automatically helped me. Did you hear that sound? You'll hear a click sound, and it will automatically help me, because I believe most players will purchase a monthly membership. So this feature is already enabled by default on your account. But alts don't have this feature. I think the official implementation of this feature is to prevent alts from automatically attacking barbarians. Then we'll get a lot of items and stuff and send them to our main characters. If your sub-characters also want this feature, you'll need to buy a monthly pass. But since they're now in the Pioneer Trial version, so this feature will only last for 30 days. This feature will then be discontinued. Let's take a look. We've just experienced the automatic help feature. Let's take a look at the automatic translation. This is how the automatic translation function works. If he writes in Chinese, even in simplified Chinese, it will translate into simplified Chinese. How about a look at the Lost Lands? Because the Lost Lands have more languages. Hey, it's weird. Some of it translates, some doesn't. Translating. It takes a while to translate. It doesn't mean that if you scroll down to a certain screen, it will translate immediately. What if I click on it? Will it be faster? No, actually, I won't. The translation feature is a bit broken. If you scroll too quickly, it will translate more slowly and won't have enough time to translate. There are problems like this. And now I need a translation? That won't work. You can only wait for it to automatically translate. This automatic translation is kind of rubbish. In fact, I don't understand what this player is saying anymore. He told me that there's actually a problem with the auto-kill barbarians feature. He can dispatch 5 troops immediately. He's on the move! See, it's speed! It's even faster than us sending out troops one by one. Begin! See, it sends out 3 teams instantly. Is this a bug or normal? We need to wait. It's quite a bit slower than the one-click automatic barbarian attack. This took about 3 to 5 seconds, right? Then I used the automatic barbarian attack function again. It went offline for a second. Okay, I've already contacted customer service. Customer service said that sending multiple troops out using the barbarian method is abnormal. This is abnormal behavior. Because he said something like that. This might lead to even more cheeseburgers. Many players might use this method to send 7 teams out to attack enemy forces at once. So this is abnormal. Next is the chat room. Why aren't some languages translated? Is it because this feature was just launched today? 29 days, 9 hours, and 38 minutes. It's only the first day. So, the conversations before that. Perhaps the conversations before Tuesday can't be translated. But I saw some players' conversations were translated again. But you can see the time here is off by 1 minute. And the time above is also off by 1 minute. Why can't this be translated? What he just wrote below can be translated. Like this, look, it pops up immediately and can be translated immediately. In comparison, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. When I really need a translation, I can't click it and translate it manually. I think it's better to go back to the old manual click to translate method. Automatic translation isn't any better this way. The more common function is automatic help, right? How much cumulative help has it provided? And how much time is left? This is actually quite convenient for us in battle. But it only helps your teammates. It doesn't help yourself because you don't actually gain anything by helping others. Actually, this isn't mandatory because I'm telling the truth. Most players will probably buy a monthly pass, right? This is just an additional feature for players who already have a monthly pass. You can use it if you want, or not if you don't, because I don't think many players will use this feature, right? Besides auto-help and auto-translation, it automatically helps you fight barbarians. But it uses multiple troops. Average players probably wouldn't waste their stamina this way. Unless your account is truly inactive. If you don't have the time to slowly dispatch 5 to 7 teams against barbarians, you might want to use this feature to dispatch barbarians. Otherwise, dispatching 6 to 7 teams against barbarians is very exhausting. I still believe that most players will still use the barb chain method to dispatch barbarians. This might just be a situation where you need to complete some daily activity. Or when you want to use up some of the stamina on your panel. You'll only use this feature. That's it. What are your thoughts after reading this? A special thank you to this viewer, Dora-chan. He lent me this account. Let me try it out. What are the new features like auto-killing barbarians, auto-help, and auto-translation? If there are any omissions or errors, please let me know. Feel free to add more information in the next video.